Actually, well, we got our head in the video game space at the moment after hearing Corey mention offhand some fun, and there's exclamation points on both sides of the word fun, she was having with Dwarf Fortress a few nights ago. I got wondering if anyone on Shift has any memorable stories they've experienced in video games they've played that may or may not have been part of the intended narrative. Ooh. I guess we're looking for either...
like emergent gameplay.
I mean, I've said on multiple occasions that one of my favorite pastimes is exploring outside the map in Destiny. Mm-hmm. I do it all the time. I have delayed us, you and I, Ian, yes, and Cameron playing the intended game for me to go, wait a minute, let me just rub myself against these polygons for a few minutes.
And it's usually worthwhile.
We usually find something.
Yep. I don't know, I've most of my uninteresting fun, or non-intended fun I've found in video games has been during the 24 hours of Le Mans, when unexpected things happen with some of the modded cars. This is where the Zeta bus dragging its back end through the road and absolutely breaking me comes from.
Oh right, yeah. Sorry, 345 Tom mentioned that in my escapades in Deus Ex Mankind Divided, I've taken to liberating fridges in and around Prague. I just take the fridges out of the apartments and yeet them into the street.
The elevator fridge was fun.
It's just littered with fridges now.
Beautiful.
Boomer, you had something?
Yeah.
So there's a game called Duck Game.
Yes.
Which is basically like Smash Brothers, but weighted towards the button mashing because the physics are just a little off and there's just a few too many weapons to really learn them.
We've
it's just kind of supposed to be chaotic platformer fighting.
Yeah, we've streamed a bunch of Duck Game. Mostly Adam beating the tar out of people.
You say there's too many weapons to be good at, but Adam found a way.
Yeah.
So it's possible to get good at it, but it takes a lot of work. So as far as I'm aware, most people play it more chaotically.
Yeah.
I was proclaimed to have committed war crimes in it and not be allowed to touch it anymore.
Why?
I just wasn't interested in playing the game itself, and Carrie actually helped me in this. Her husband Dan died, and you can pick up people's bodies and just drag them around. You can also fake dead, and if someone fakes dead, you can pick them up and drag them around, and there's nothing they can do about it. So Dan died. My boyfriend at the time faked dead. Carrie grabbed Dan's body, I grabbed his body, and we ran back and forth on opposite sides of the stage, quacking wildly for like 20 minutes.
Wow.
I spent this entire time alternating between like high-pitched maniacal giggling and like deep belly laughs, because I was just in a weird space from some real-life stuff, and this made me happy. So I was going to do it as long as it made me happy.
That's amazing.
Delightful.
Every other round for the rest of the games that we'd set, the two guys teamed up, and it wasn't about winning anymore. It was about making sure Carrie and I didn't end up in charge again. They killed us and then grabbed a grenade together. It was just about getting to the end of the game and turning it off and walking away.
Beautiful.
Oh man, that's good. Anybody else?
Probably my favorite thing I've ever done in a video game.
That's terrific. Oh, I love it.
I want to give a shout out to Heat Signature, which is a really, really good game by the same person that did Gunpoint, if any of you have played that.
Right.
And it's a bit more procedural, and it's about being basically a space spy / assassin that breaks into spaceships and does things. And each randomly generated character has a randomly generated personal mission for them, and some like perks and stuff like that. And one of the perks or traits is you have 10 minutes to live, real time, to complete your personal mission. And that's just a ride. It is like you have to get through enough missions, doing things with just the bare essentials, using all of the systems like in ways that they are sort of intended, but probably not. Like, there was a lot of, like, teleport shenanigans, throwing people out of windows into space, then remote controlling my shuttle to catch both myself and the person I was trying to kidnap. It's a wild ride. Highly recommend that. That game is great.
Awesome. Ben, do you have anything for that, or?
Oh, right, I forgot I'm ahead. I mean, emergent gameplay is kind of like the name of the game in Final Fantasy XIV.
Right.
It's like people take the game and the real end game is not the raids. It's the getting cool outfits and like making a house and whatnot. But the other day, I think it was like last week or so when I was logging on, or logging off, or about to log off, I saw 15 characters moving in unison, all wearing very similar looking outfits.
Yep.
Next to another like 15 people, and they all lined up and they did a 30-person concert, basically in the middle of the square, and that stuff just happens like all the time.
When did the garages start playing Final Fantasy XIV?
Yeah.
Now I'm thinking about costume contests in City of Heroes.
Commander Horner disappeared.
Yeah.
Oh,
Some sort of temporal rift or something.
yeah. Fashion Souls, Fashion Destiny.
Oh,
Those
yeah.
are really fun.
Yeah. Well, what happened in City of Heroes, because the
terribly high.
costume creator was so expansive, people with like who had been playing the game for a long time would just hang around in the starting zones and be like, "All right, costume contest. Here's like winner gets 1 million, whatever the influence I think it was," and just like, if you've got a new character and you got a really good costume, here's some stuff. It was great. It's just like a fun little emergent thing the community did.
Sweet.
Yeah, I missed that game.